Hey y'all, welcome back for a vloggy vlog. Today we have touched down in the DMV area and I am so excited. So I actually got here yesterday, went to the builders conference. It was absolutely amazing, and today I'm gonna hang with my girlfriend. So makeup is done. I do have a new foundation I've been trying. It's the NARS like light reflecting foundation. I used to thought I was a Macau girl, Macau, but it was giving like a little too yellow. So I tried, it was giving Waffle House yellow. So I tried another foundation shade and it actually like looks really good in my opinion, neck to face ratio. And it's not darker, which is surprising because I should be in my summer shade, but I think it looks really good. I refreshed my hair a little bit, so hair is hairing. And right now we're about to go to the store because I need to buy a shirt. Because I don't know what I packed, y'all, but like I keep looking at my suitcase like it's an empty refrigerator. And it keep looking at me and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is in here? Because it's not what I packed. Because surely I packed more outfits than this. Surely I packed more basics than this. And this is why it's so hard to pack light. If you don't get your act together, you might have to go to the mall. So anyway, gotta go to the mall because I need to find a shirt, like a plain shirt. Right now I got on jeans. I don't know if y'all can see, but I got on jeans. And I have on my dirty white Converses because we are going to Broccoli Fest this weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna film a little bit on my phone because this camera battery is about to die. But I'm so excited to take you guys along with my journey in the DMV. I want to share with y'all some products that I enjoyed, hence why the face is still beat. It's like 10 p.m. and I did this makeup at least 12 hours ago. I wonder if I should try this in the other formulas because I feel like Macau has been like my shade for the longest, but lately when I wear it I noticed that it's super yellow compared to my undertones. I'm a little more peachy sometimes, a little more neutral sometimes, and so I tried this shade and I feel like it matches like my neck very well and I just think it looks so good. So we're gonna tie this hair up. Another product that I've been enjoying is my Reshae face primer. Something else I've been enjoying, y'all, is this from Fenty Beauty, the Melt Off. This is the Jelly Oil Makeup Melting Cleanser. I love using these before I start washing my face. So first things first, after I put my hair back, is I'm gonna take these lashes off. And I normally just do that number right here. And they gone. And right now I'm on vacation, so those are probably going to be the same lashes that I wear every day during this vacation. And I have like a backup pair of lashes. Now typically if I'm not washing my baby hairs like at night, I go ahead and put my scarf on just enough to cover the majority of where my edges are swooped, push at the top, and it come out. And we just gonna we're gonna watch it melt off, okay? So let's talk about dating, right? So nowadays I feel as I'm approaching my big age of 28 as a single woman, I really feel like, you know, I feel like dating is interesting. It's gotten interesting. It's really hard to avoid wasting your time trying to get to know people nowadays because I feel like a lot of people you might run into when, you know, navigating the dating scene. Like a lot of people are disingenuous about their intentions. A lot of people are dating for fun. I'm gonna use a makeup wipe to kind of wipe this off to avoid messing up that white rag right now. But when I'm dating towards marriage, right? So like the hard part about dating for me right now is trying to like really figure out not who to pursue because the man should find you, but like figuring out who to invest your time in. And I say that because for a long periodically time, I will always like be interested in people that I was attracted to, or people who I thought was fine. And like, if you was fine, like that was the prerequisite for like you being qualified. The more and more I learn in this season, you have to be very careful about how you express your feelings and how you develop your feelings. And what I mean by that is, like, normally how it would go for me is I'd see somebody fine, like they shoot their shot or I shoot my shot, whatever, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like I really like him. We text a little bit, and if we text a little bit and like you seem cool, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I really like him, like he fine and he got decent conversation, right? And from there I'd be like, oh, I like this dude, right? But you can't do that, because really you just like how he looked and he got bare minimum conversation, or he's a human who knows how to read and write. Like, what do you actually know about him to say you like a thing? Like, for instance, a good metaphor would be like, okay, if you go in a restaurant, right, and you like how fried cow tongue look on the plate, and you go around talking like, yeah, I like fried cow tongue, I like that, like, oh my gosh, it looks so good, I really like fried cow tongue. Now, if you actually ate it, if you actually got to know what it actually was, where it came from, hold on somebody, if you actually really learned more about it, and now you might like fried cow tongue, that might be your cup of tea, woo woo, sure. But the whole point I'm trying to make is, like, stop declaring that you like a thing when you don't even know a thing. Yeah, I just realized that I had to pump the brakes and be like, sis, like, you don't know this man. You don't know what his family dynamic is. You don't know if, you don't know if the man got a degree. You don't know what the man's middle name is. You don't know if his credit decent. And not saying that you're gonna find all of that out, early in the talking phase or getting to know somebody phase, but like, those are things you gotta think about before you just start declaring you like a person. I'm taking my Fenty cleanser. This is the Total Cleanser. I like this because it's great in the travel size. It ain't messy and I can clean my face. Now, I don't think it do much for acne, but as far as just cleaning the face, it get the job done. Before you start falling deep, like, get to know who the person is. And my friend told me this, which I agree. When you're in the process of getting to know someone, you also have to have like a posture of accepting who they are, even if it doesn't align with your preferences or, what you want. Like, if you're trying to build genuine friendship or genuine relationships in general, like, you gotta care about the person. Alright, well, that's my face wash. Y'all, I got this topicals because they rave about it so much. This thing smells like booty cheeks. Like, no cap. Is it just the trial size? Is it the one I got? If y'all got this, do y'all smell like booty cheeks? Because this one do. And like, it's repulsive. And y'all, I had put this on and then my crush came by and I had to wipe the smell of the booty cheeks off of me. When you decide to be intentional about friendships and start asking like questions to get to know the person, or questions on a deeper level than like when y'all are surface level friends, I guess, or new friends. When you start asking those deeper questions, you have to be in a space you have to prepare yourself, but also be in a space to accept the answers that you're given. One thing I realized as I got older is that people are so different and their experiences are so different. Now, with that being said, we are all very much alike, but we are so different. We have different experiences, and those experiences shape how they are and why they are how they are. So I feel like you're able to deepen a friendship when you understand why people are the way they are, or you know more about them. Like my close friends, like our relationship grew from spending time together, from getting to know more about their families. Like my best, like the people who I consider my best friends, like I know their family. And we all treat each other like family, and that just doesn't happen overnight. And all those things. But I think it's very much important to know the community of the people that you're building friendships with, because their community knows them better than you do at the time. Another major key that I feel like took me a long time to learn is I always would enter like situationships or like people that I like. I would always enter those realms like in this space of, man, I hope they like me. I hope they like me. I hope, you know, they like how I look. I hope they like how I dress. I hope they just like me in general. And there's no problem with you wanting, you know, the person that you're attracted to think you're attractive too. There's no problem in that. Being attractive is an important part of dating and finding someone or being with someone. But if that's your approach, if you're like me and that's your approach, you need to change your approach from like when you meet someone trying to like hope you match what they desire, and flip it on you. Like when I meet someone now, I intentionally make sure that my focus is finding out if they match what I desire, like without them trying to match what I desire. If them, like as a natural human being, if them as a friend match what I desire in a potential like partner. So like ways to find people that match your desires, or find out if people match your desires. One thing you gotta stop asking is, am I your type? Or like what's your type? Or like trying to get to know more about what the person likes in their partner. Now granted, there's pros and cons to it. Yes, you do need to know like how they prefer to be loved or all those things. That comes down the line. But like as far as like them being like, oh, well, I typically like tall girls, or I typically like people who do this, or blah, blah, blah. Like the more and more you ask those kind of questions in the beginning, the more opportunity there is for you to accidentally conform to what they want because you like them. So you'll start to, oh well, let me start watching the basketball games because he liked basketball, but you know you like hate sports. Like now it's different. Like I said, timing, the status of the relationship, all that stuff is different, because down the line, like if your partner is passionate about sports and you don't like sports, then there's compromise to go there. Like you can go to a basketball game with them, or you know, cater to, you know, their passions and desires. But up front, baby, if you don't like sports, you don't like sports. So don't try to turn yourself into a sports girly just so he can like you and you can match his preferences. Like you're not out here, God ain't made you so you to try and fit yourself into a box of somebody else's preferences. Now that will preach. Single years are the best years, and let me tell you why. Because you don't have your only responsibility is yourself. Now obviously, depending on your family dynamic, you know, if you gotta help family members out, blah, 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 sure. But more likely than not, your only responsibility is yourself. And I'm talking about single before you have kids. I'm talking about the single people with no kids. That's what I'm talking about. Because obviously once you have a kid, like, you have them to worry about. So I'm speaking from my perspective as a single woman with no kids. Like, I can just get up and go, and I don't think twice, honey. You got all the time to do what you want to and figure it out. You can move and go when you want to go and all those things. So like, being in a relationship is great and all of that, but don't feel pressured to like rush it. Even if you feel like, oh, you're getting older, like blah 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 blah. Like, I'm getting older too, babe. But that's okay. Like, it's gonna come. You gotta want your blessings in God's timing so they can remain blessings. So if you beg him enough, he'll give you what you're asking for. Even if he'll allow it to happen, and then he'll show you why you was waiting in the first place. So why collect new trauma? Why go through new struggles to learn a lesson that you can learn by listening the first time? So enjoy your singleness. This blush is very buildable, very blendable. This is the Cheekslime by Freck Beauty. But yeah, like, enjoy your singleness. And when I say enjoy your singleness, that don't mean being a hoe. Excuse my language. That don't mean being a hoe. What that means is enjoy being able to do stuff, learn stuff about yourself. Like, okay, what do I enjoy doing? I learned that I enjoy traveling. I learned that I'm a homebody. Like, I love being at home. I'm not a huge foodie. I know that. Like, you learn a lot while you're single. In your marriage, from my research, sermons, and witnessing from marriages around me, like, your marriage just exposed your singleness. Your marriage exposed how good or bad you were at being single. If you can't keep your body to yourself when you're single, then it's gonna be a challenge for you to learn how to keep your body to yourself when you're married. If you don't know how to be by yourself when you're single, and say your spouse has a job where they be on the road, or like when your spouse is not there, you don't know what to do with yourself because you don't know how to be by yourself. And then that might lead to other stuff, because then you might try to fill that need of being wanted when your spouse is at home with something else, and that's not good. So your singleness is a very, very important season of your life. It's very much overrated in my opinion, or underrated. I feel like your singleness is underrated because everyone like wants to get out, wants to be in love. And granted, love seems amazing. Love is amazing. And you can experience love in different ways. And a lot of times, a lot of us are broken. A lot of us haven't experienced true love, whether that be through family or romantic. And so we yearn for that. We see the highlights of other people who are in love, and we're like, dang, I really want that. Or when you get lonely, you're like, man, like, I really wish someone can hold me right now. Like, but you can't get caught up in the future when you gotta walk through today. And this also comes back to your faith. Like, if you believe, if God say you're gonna have a husband or be married and all that stuff, if you believe it, if you believe what he say, and believing go one of two ways, it's black and white. Either you believe or you don't. And if you believe that that's what God has for you, then cool. Why you worry about it? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Cause he gonna do what he do every time. Every time. Don't compare. I used to always be like, oh, well, my mama got married at my age, so this must be the year. Huh? Your story, their story might not be your story. And it might be, but it might not. And that's okay. Like, it's gonna happen in due time. His time, you gotta truly believe that his timing is better than yours, honey. Cause he know the beginning and the end, and you don't. You just walking through it. All right, so I'm using my onesize beauty powder. All right, y'all. So I put my lashes on, and we're pretty much ready to go. So I'm gonna just put on my jewelry. So I have this like chain looking necklace. This is from Forever 21, so it do look a little chink, but that's okay. I don't this is my first time like buying silver jewelry, and it really was like last minute for my trip to Miami. So this is what I'm using until I buy like some nicer quality silver jewelry. However, I did get these from, I don't know if they're from H&M or whatever. Yes, they look just like the dupes for the, I guess, Bottega or whatever. I don't know. I don't be spending a lot of money on stuff. But I thought they were cute because they're like a statement hoop, and I love a statement hoop. So I have that. This is my one silver watch that I bought a long time ago when I was wearing a silver dress. And my Apple Watch is gold, so I'm gonna just leave that one in my suitcase. I also took the links out of it so it fits my skinny wrist. Next up, I have my fake Cartier bracelet. This is from Miss Rico Sheen. And I need to go on and order me some stuff before they get shut down. I'm just kidding. It came with like a fake Cartier looking ring, so I love that. And then I got some just small regular rings from Forever 21. So I put my fake Cartier on the first ring, put a plain one right here. Then I have some stack ones that I got from, I want to say Forever 21. The stack ones, I will say, are starting to turn colors because I guess I be washing my hands with them. So there's that. But this is what we looking like. Ready for a great day. So, love y'all. Thanks for chatting with me. Y'all never forget, at the end of the day, without regrets, love yourself and be you. Simple. Bye, y'all. Natural beauty. Yeah, slim Reshae.